Is it cool if I tell people the story about how you were shot in the head?
Yeah.
He was still doing checks on himself. He was doing the medical stuff that he does. Like, he took his helmet off and he was feeling around to make sure that he didn't have, brain matter or anything else coming out.
Dixon Country nearly lost his life to a bullet that pierced the bottom of his rescue helicopter, fragmented, flew through his helmet and pierced the skin just an inch from his left eye.
Was nothing, never did.
But more amazingly, he climbed back in a helicopter the next day, once again putting his life on the line to rescue injured soldiers from the battlefield. Jimmy told me there is nothing more important than being there for his comrades.
Damn. My name is Jimmy Settle, and I'm a pararescueman from Anchorage, Alaska, part of the 212th Rescue Squadron.
Where is he? Hello! Dude! Oh man, it's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, man, great to hear you. You look great.
Thanks, I have my sunglasses on. So, Jimmy, I'm recording you right now. I have a camera on this screen. I want to make a video that sort of tells the story of how you and I know one another. Well, okay, so I guess my first question is it cool if I tell people the story about how you were shot in the head?
Yeah. It's one of those things that I've been through and I've experienced that if I hadn't been there and done that, I wouldn't believe it.
Well, what happened was we were going in to go find some guys who needed some help, and some bad guys shot AK-47s at our helicopter and got lucky with one of the rounds, went through the floor, split in a couple pieces, and one of the pieces went over my sunglasses and under my helmet and through my scalp there. It's a totally lucky shot.
Part of it was in your head.
Yeah. So this was in my head, this little guy here, and that was embedded in my head. You can tell that's like part of the bullet tip.
That little fella?
Yeah, that little fella. Wouldn't worry about that little fella.
No comment.
You clean up nice.
We were in Afghanistan. We sort of snuck in as journalists, but really what we were doing there was tattooing. We were embedded with you guys, embedded with the pararescue team, and we were actually just tattooing them. We set up the only tattoo parlor ever in the war zone in Afghanistan. Your tattoo, I think, was my favorite of the entire...
Scott did a fantastic job, and it is aged beautifully.
Let me see.
See if I can get it closer. Ugh.
It looks good, man!
Yeah, it's really aged super nice, and I feel pretty lucky about that, too.
Where's Kirby?
The one you were looking at?
Yeah, like that sort of cat.
Oh, I got a good much to go off of. That's a pretty good head.
This is the Vietnam cat. That would be awesome.
That's amazing. Right there, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you want to check it out in the mirror, see what you think? I mean, not that you have been staring at it for an hour and a half.
This is pretty awesome. This is so kind of symbolizes our career field in a way that we're all a little bit mad. Number of lives we've used up here. Got 7, 2 to go.
What are the 7 lives you've used up?
The last one here was getting shot in the head last week, and that's a pretty good story right there. Going to go help somebody and get shot at, and then one before that, getting left out at sea in the middle of January, middle of the night. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah. Jimmy, something funny. Do you remember the gay porn playing cards that you guys love?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, well, the PJs had these gay porn playing cards that they would like use as practical joke cards and hide in people's
Gear.
gear, and then you'd like dig through your gear and there'd be gay porn, and it was like just about the funniest joke on the base.
Yeah.
But right after you were shot, NBC or ABC News was there interviewing you. And you were on TV with Lester Holt, and he was interviewing you about the most serious thing ever, being shot. And you went to show him your helmet, and inside your helmet was a gay porn playing card. Jimmy,
Remember?
I happen to have that Lester Holt footage.
You do?
Brian, good evening to you. You want to get a sense of how intense the fighting has been in eastern Afghanistan? Ask the men and women of the 33rd Rescue Squadron. They are a Combat Soldiers 911.
There it is right there. It's the AK-47 hole.
The hole is in the bottom of a Pavehawk helicopter. The inscription Sergeant Jimmy Settle wrote next to it says it all.
Almost got me, and that's the date. My new alive birthday. The bullet struck the bottom of the aircraft, fragmented, and then part of the piece went up here above my head, but another part went right over my sunglasses and then right underneath my helmet here. So I'll just put that out there.
Thank you for capturing that on film.
I did a little animation to sort of explain to people what a PJ is.
Okay, cool.
They're Air Force pararescuemen, or more commonly known as PJs. They spend most of their time jumping out of helicopters. Rescuing injured servicemen, personnel, or anyone that needs rescue. And what makes them extraordinary is they go into the fight and pull the wounded out. They're special forces, they're medics, they're airborne, they're divers. They save people. You guys headed out?
No, we're just gonna go over here and do a little drill.
You know, another thing too is I have footage from you receiving your Purple Heart in Alaska.
What?
I came up there for that ceremony to see you get that, and I had my camera rolling. I recorded the whole thing.
Well, I would love to see it.
Oh my God! Look at this
What's up, brother?
On 13 November 2010, Senior Airman Settle was operating as part of HH-60 crew tasked to recover 6 wounded soldiers. While identifying the enemy positions, he was struck in the forehead by a 7.62 millimeter round fragment. The force of the impact knocked him onto his back and across the aircraft.
The reason why I'm making this video about my friend Jimmy now is because Jimmy just finished writing his book. I've got the advanced uncorrected proof. I mean, I learned a lot about you, like, before you went and became sort of what is a real life superhero. And I just want to like scream from the mountaintops about how awesome you are, how crazy it is that you and I happen to know each other.
Well, that's really cool, man.
I also want to compel my audience. I'm going to link the Amazon link below. Go pre-order Jimmy's book. Let's get this thing to be a bestseller. Right, Jimmy?
That would be awesome. That's so cool.
Jimmy, there's only like a couple of people in the world who I feel truly honored to, for whatever reason, happen to have crossed paths with. And you and I kind of had no business like no business meeting each other.
True.
And you are one person that I can honestly say with conviction I will go my entire life without ever forgetting.
I feel about you too. It's really cool that we met and then the way our lives crossed because. Oh, is it okay if my wife says something? She wants to say
Yeah,
something.
put her on!
This is Shannon Settle.
Hi, Casey.
Hi, Shannon!
So nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Jimmy, it is so good to see you, my friend.
So good to see you too, Casey. Thank you for your love and thank you for your support.
Dude, a huge congratulations on the book, man. It's a huge deal. And I hope everybody buys a copy.
Thank you, Casey.
All right.
I love you.
I love you, man. It's so good to see you. I'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye. See you later. Bye, guys. I love that guy. I mean it, like, Jimmy's a guy, he's retired from the military now, he's trying to do a lot of things. This took him 2 years to write, 2 years to make this book. It's a huge deal for him. The link's below, and like seeing his face and chit-chatting with him, I haven't talked to him, like makes me want to cry, thinking about, he's a wonderful human being, and he's somebody who really, he's done things that very few human beings will ever have done or will ever have to do. In any event, the book's below. Do me a solid, go buy it if you can afford it. It's like $20, but I know it means a lot to him. Jimmy.